Okay, we finished up the interactive tutorial for who is in the population. Now let's go look at the questions. Again, there's these questions that are banks. They usually have two choices to them. So you don't get it the first time, you can always do it the second time. And so let's go through and look at some of them. So question one. And let's size this guy up. There you go. Okay, so in a town with 4,100 residents, 4,100, 19 identifies themselves as conservatives. Okay, and so there are how many residents in this town who identifies themselves as conservatives? So again, here is the percentage. This is the whole, because we're asking of this group of 4,100, %, is how many of 4,100? So let's do my method. So 19% over 100% is what I'm looking for. So what I'm looking for is a 19% as the whole population is to 100%. So what we're really doing are proportions. Like I said, we're doing proportions. So I'm going to show another way of doing these things. Okay, because looking, of course, these guys cancel. So to get from 100 to 4,100, basically multiply that 100 by 41. And to keep things proportionally correct, we should do the same over here. So if I multiply 100 by 41, I should multiply 19 by 41. So let's see, what is 41 times 19? Long math. 9. 4 times 9 is 36. And 1 times 41 is 41. So 977. So it looks like 779 residents. Okay. Doing it how I did in the tutorial, well, to find x, we'll multiply 19 and 4,100, and then divide by 100. And looking at the relationship here, oh gee, what do we have? What's 4,100 divided by 100? Hey, that's 19 times 41. Or 0.19 times 4,100. No matter how you cut it, no matter how you look at it, you're going to get 779. Let's see, are we correct? 779. And yes, it is. Oh, only one part. So for percentages, knowing the setup, and how to manipulate it, we want to times some number times some number, or do the cross product, do the cross product of the percentage we're looking for in the whole, divided by 100%. And then how you want to do the cancellations. Like I said, I show 3 ways of doing it. That's the same answer every time. So next question. Clear off my board here. This was a button for that. I think I just saw what button is. Let's try that next time. Okay, now note down here. Oops. This one's going to be a little longer because after this one, there's 2 more parts. Again, we have a poll of look for current president's job approval. We have 3 companies doing the polling over different over 2 over the same time period. One's over a little earlier time period. Looking at citizens, likely voters, registered voters, and here's the results and the results. So question A, what were these polls trying to determine? Okay, that'll be, so that result's going to be based upon the heading. We're trying to find the current president's job approval. So key here is approval. So these polls are trying, so A, these polls are trying to determine the number of people in the country that disapprove. No, that's not what they were looking for. These polls are trying to determine the date on which the given percentage of people. Nope. These polls are trying to determine the percentage of people in the country that approve the president's job performance. That's possibilities. So we're just gonna tag that one. These polls are trying to determine which polling companies poll most accurately reflect the true opinion of people in the country. Nah, I don't buy that one. I'm going to say C is the best answer based on how based on how the table was headed. Alrighty. Okay. All right, now next question. Determine the company or companies, if any, that had samples that could have included people who are not registered to vote. Now, it's very similar to what we did in the tutorial lecture. And let's see, A, just citizens in general, born and naturalized. B is likely voters. To be a voter, you got to be registered. And of course, registered voters. So by default, it has to be, I should say by default, but by logic, it has to be A. Let's see. The polls from A and B over the same time period, why is the difference? Sample size were not the same? Nope. Both are 2,800. The population was not the same. Oh, that has possibilities. Well, this is like B, but sizes were the same. Polls the same sample size, same population. Okay. It has to be B because one is likely voters and one is registered voters. Outstanding. Let's see if this works. There we go. Much quicker. Ooh, 4 parts in this one. Looks like now we're going to do a lot of percentages here. The equation to use. So let's see, how many participants in company A's poll approve of the president's performance? Okay, so 40% approve. How many? What is 44% of 1,700? Here's our setup. And to solve. Looks like 1,700 times 44 over 100. Again, we multiply cross product and divide the vertical. So what does that give us? Yeah, calculator, 1700 times 44 divided by 100. 748. Okay. How many company B's poll? Company B disapproves of the president's performance. Okay. 50 over 100 over its population, a sample population 1,700, sample size. Now again, it looks like X here would be 1,700 times 50% over 100%. And that comes out to 1,700 times 50 divided by 100, 850. Again, I'm just using my calculator. Alrighty. Okay, now we're on company C. And we'll look for, again, approval. And of course, here's our population. So for C, 43 over 100. What is 43% of 1,800? So again, multiply, divide. And use my calculator. I get 774. Interesting. Ah. My circuit, I lost a 9. Let's try this again. 1809 times 43 divided by 100. And that is 777.87. And we can't have a fractional person. So let's make that 778. There we go. And last but not least on this one, okay, what part of companies A, so back here again, is not recorded in the table? Well, if I add 44 and 55, I get 99. I think that's 44. Yes, 99. So it looks like 1% is not recorded in the table, and that would be, like we said earlier, no one didn't have a strong opinion, neither approved nor disapproved. Yeah, let's see. Why do you think happened? This guy out of the way. So let's see. A only shows percent from current date. Nope. Table only shows percentage for the current president. Well, yeah, but that doesn't explain why the 1% is missing. Some people strongly approve and strongly disapprove, but the poll only counts those people that disapprove or disapprove. Well, you either approve or you strongly it should be approved. So D, some people may have decided not to answer the poll. That's always a possibility, no answer. Or there may be people that neither approve or nor disapprove. So D. Yeehaw. All right. Question is complete. Is that it? That's it. We have completed lesson 3A. So I want you to go back and redo these questions on your own. And again, like I said, if you want totally new questions, just do some of the questions and you get different numbers. And I shall see you for 3B.